What's up guys, Readiness Reviews here with you again, and today we're doing a military surplus firearm unboxing. In the very recent past, DK Firearms had a blowout sale on what they were calling Gunsmith Special Italian Carcanos. These rifles sold out extremely quickly because they were priced as low as 60 bucks. I did manage to pick one up, so we're going to dive into this box to see what DK Firearms sent me. As soon as I saw that these rifles were available, I posted a notice so all the subscribers could see, and a couple of you were lucky enough to score one yourself. So remember, if you want to see more military surplus firearm content here on YouTube like this in the future, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you like seeing videos of this nature, hit that thumbs up button to help it out with the Google algorithm and getting it distributed out to other viewers. If you have any ideas for future videos you'd like to see from me, let me know about those down in the comments. And now let's get this DK Firearms Gunsmith Special Carcano over to the desk and take a look. In this Gunsmith Special flash sale that DK Firearms had, they made it very clear that these firearms are not in firing condition. They express that they will need a lot of work, and you're essentially buying a parts rifle. It just so happens that I have a lot of Carcanos that need work, and I need some Carcano parts rifles. So I'm hoping that picking this rifle up for 60 bucks turns out to be a smart move on my part. When this flash sale happened, they had two SKUs. They had both M91 Moschetto carbines, and they had TS carbines. I attempted to buy one of each. Those TS carbines, though, sold out in an instant. Before I could even check out, they were gone. So I had to settle for a single rifle as opposed to two. We will be opening that today with a bayonet. This is an easy one, but if you know what this bayonet is, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Looks like we have a bit of packing paper here and a good bit of bubble wrap. Looks like DK did a pretty good packing job, even though this is supposed to be a poor condition rifle. Well, things aren't looking that bad so far. We have a butt plate, which is more than I could say for the most recent rifles I got from Royal Tiger Imports. And those rifles were a lot more than 60 bucks. They do have this one tagged GSS Gunsmith Special. And we have another little tag here in the trigger guard. Carcano, Italy, PW Arms, M91, 65x52. Let's check that chamber first. We are clear, of course. It looks like a complete bolt. Looks like we have a 1942 dated rifle, so World War II era. The rear sight appears to be functional. The magazine spring looks as it should. I'm not seeing any cracks in the tang area of the stock, which is actually pretty common for Carcanos. There's a little chip out of the stock up here near the bayonet. We have our sling bar, a pretty cool little stock crest. The serial number on the stock actually matches the serial number on the barrel. That's a bonus. As stated before, we do have a butt plate, and it appears to be in functional condition. No cracks on the butt end of the stock. Our retaining screw for the barrel band is intact. We have a handguard. Now this handguard has a very substantial crack running down it that has been glued back together. I don't know if that was enough to get this deemed a Gunsmith Special, but perhaps it was. We do have the push button style bayonet latch. Pretty much all of your World War II Moschetto carbines will have this kind of bayonet latch. We press that button, pull down, and then fold her out and lock into place. The bayonet has a little bit of rust and pitting towards the end, but overall, it looks pretty dang good. Nice dark bluing. It locks in there solid as a rock, one of the more solid lockups I've actually experienced with a Carcano carbine. I just eyeballed the bore on this thing and it looks fantastic. Nice, crisp, sharp rifling and very shiny. I'm super happy about that. We're pretty early here in 2023, but for the money I shelled out for this rifle, this might turn out to be the deal of the year. I have paid a lot more for far poor condition rifles. If you want to see 3 examples of that, you can check out this video that I have linked right up here. I unboxed 3 B-grade Carcano carbines from Royal Tiger Imports, all 3 of which were worse than this rifle we're looking at today. I suppose there's a chance that maybe the firing pin is broke, so let's disassemble this bolt and see if everything looks as it should. And there's our firing pin spring. It's all in one piece and appears unrusted. And the firing pin itself, the end is a little bit rounded over, but it doesn't appear to be broken. So to me, the bolt does appear to be all complete and functional. I guess we need to take a look under that wood line and see if maybe there's something wrong under there. The action screws in these old Carcanos can be extremely tight and hard to get off. I'm hoping that we get lucky with this one. Well, the rear screw was very easy to turn. That's a very clean screw, no rust to speak of. And we'll get the forward screw here. Equally easy to manipulate. This one does have just a little bit of rust around the outside, but everything else looks good. The trigger guard / magazine assembly seems to be very securely in there, so we'll get that out in just a moment. Let's get this barrel band first. Gotta tap this loose with the end of the screwdriver here. Here's that broken handguard piece. It looks like it was split completely in two and they glued the whole thing back together. That is a very minor issue, if that is in fact what caused this rifle to be a Gunsmith Special. Take a look at that barreled action. It's very handsome. Little bit of rust there, and that continues down the outside just a little bit, but that hasn't even turned into pitting, it's just surface rust. The bluing is nice and deep and dark. There's a few little cobwebs and moldy bits, but this is an extremely clean Carcano. If you judge it against others that I've seen, there's not really any cosmoline or anything. The trigger guard has nice bluing all around. The clip release mechanism has very good spring tension. The magazine spring tension feels great. All the screws are present and not all tore up. There's just a tiny little bit of rust around the first screw hole, and the stock is crack-free, a little bit moldy and fuzzy, but that'll clean up easy enough. It is in sound, functional condition. So with the exception of a piece of blown out wood on the stock here and a glued crack in the included handguard, I have a complete rifle, and it appears to be fully functional for an amazing $60. I'm really kicking myself now that I did not get on those TS rifles a little bit quicker. If they were in the same kind of condition, they were an insane buy for just an extra 20 bucks. Those of you who did get the TS rifles are very lucky individuals. I, for one, feel lucky for getting my hands on this awesome Moschetto. Sadly, these rifles did sell out in just a matter of minutes at DK Firearms, so they're not currently available, but I suppose there is a chance that DK Firearms might release some more of these in the future. So if you missed out on this sale, I would definitely keep my eye out to capitalize on that if it does happen. I always make it a point to try to be on the email list for all of the CNR retailers. That way I'm immediately notified if something like this does become available. I suppose the next step on this one will be cleaning it up a little bit, getting it back together and taking it straight out to the range to see if it does work. From what I'm seeing, I do suspect that it will. If you were one of the lucky ones that managed to snag one of these super cheap rifles, let me know what kind of condition yours was in down in the comments of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that thumbs up to help it out with that algorithm and getting it distributed out to other viewers, and to see future Milsurp-centric firearms content and get alerts for possible future deals. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you thought about this video down in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See you then. Peace.